Hello everybody! So I wanted to do a pre-screen with CGC. If you don't know what that is, basically you send at least 25 books and you tell them a minimum grade that they need to slab a book. If it doesn't make the grade, they'll send you back the raw copy. If it makes the grade, obviously they'll slab it and send you that as well. So I wanted to do a 9.8 pre-screen, so I need some high grade copies. Now it was hard for me to find 9.8s just laying around that weren't brand new books. I wanted to do something older. So I needed to find some books. I just didn't have 25 9.8s laying around. So I looked online. I tried to find some lots. I thought that was a way to get a pretty good deal. And I think I got a great deal. And I think if all goes well and these books are as nice as I'm hoping they are, we could seriously make $40, $50 profit on each one. And what I did is I found two lots first from the same seller of Spawn number 8. There's 10 books in here. And I got these for $26. And I got another 12 for about $26. This is the minimum bid on both lots. So I got 22 Spawn books, Spawn number 8s, which I love the cover. Obviously, it's the homage and all that good stuff. It's got a little bit of value. So I'm like 22 books for about 50 bucks. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. And that's basically just a little above cover price of what you would pay back in 1993, 30 years ago. So I was pretty happy about that. Let me know in the comments if that's not really a great deal, but I thought it was. Now, I bought a couple lots recently of some older books as well that I thought I did not get a great price. I think I overpaid. So I'm trying to watch out for that. And I don't really do pre-screens, and I don't normally buy large lots, so I'm kind of learning as we go how to price these things. And I did buy this one as well. It's Spawn 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. I really got it for 8, and I paid $21 for this one. But I mean, I'll look at the values of the other ones, and if they're 9.8s, I might submit those as well. But mainly, this video is about these 22. But let's go through these books first. I'm going to ballpark the grades on all of them, and then we'll just see how many 9.8s I think we could potentially get. Is this a bust? Are there like no 9.8s in here? Or are they all 9.8s? Or what do we got here? So let me see. I'm going to open this up, get it unboxed, and we'll take a look together. Here's the first box. Whoops. They're sliding out the bottom. They're raw. There's no bag and boards on them, so let me carefully set them down. Holy cow, I didn't expect that. Okay, so I got to watch out on this next one. Wow, they almost hit my feet. That would have been really bad. Carefully. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just look at that. Just raw stack of books. Hopefully these were stacked 30 years ago, boxed away, and haven't been looked at or touched since. That would be really nice. Maybe we're gonna get a break here. And you know, even if they all are 9.4, 6s, whatever, I still think it's an okay deal. I mean, if this book ever did blow up, you know, it'd be worth $150, $200, or just worth 50, 60 bucks at a 9.6, you know, it's still gonna be a decent thing, and I'll keep them. I mean, I love the book. Why not? And by the way, the prices I paid, that includes shipping, taxes. People keep questioning that in the comments. Yeah, when I give you a price, it's everything. And when I give you a sales price, that's everything as well. That's eBay fees, shortboxed fees, whatever the fees are. Shipping, everything, handling, me buying it, all the expenses, and me selling it, all the expenses. That's why when you see me buy a book for 50, sell it for 200, it's not 150 profit, it's like 70 profit, something like that, right? And I'm pretty conservative with my prices. But in this channel, we always do talk about CGC prices, you know, unless we're selling it raw, because that's what I'm doing here. We're slabbing books, you know. Here we go. Very cool. Love it. Yep. I mean, that is wrapped. He's got it taped almost a little bit too tightly. It's like, you can almost see where it's pinched the backing board there. That's good. Okay, so let me get these ballpark graded. I'm not going to force you to sit here and watch me ballpark grade 28 comics or whatever. I mean, do you really want to watch a 2-hour video of me going, yeah, there's a defect here. Oh, look, I spined it. No, we're not going to do that. But if there are any specific things I need to look at while I'm going through the process, I will highlight those. So I'll be right back. Let me get that done. So I went through all the books here, and it's not best case scenario, but it's certainly not worst case scenario either. So I've got 10, which I call kind of rejects. They're not 9.8s. They're definitely not 9.8s. I don't think they have any chance of 9.8s. Most of them have this weird corner crunch on the bottom, but they range from just, you know, looking like a 7.0, which was the worst of the bunch. It was kind of the oddball, though. Most of them are at least like 8.5. But so many of these could potentially get 9.6 though, and I'll hang on to those just in case 9.6 ever increases in value enough to be worth slabbing. I certainly don't mind having them in the collection, so it's not a complete loss on those. You know, it's not like I pretty much did okay on those because they're certainly worth at least the $250 I paid for them or whatever. So I have another pile here. It just so happens that this happens to be 10 books as well. Couldn't have planned it any better, but these are 9.6 to 9.8 candidates. I'm pretty conservative. So I usually, when I say 9.6 to 9.8, it most of the time will get the 9.8, but we'll see. You know, I'm still going to include them. I guess that's the whole purpose of a pre-screen, right? And, you know, I have number 9 here, first appearance Angela, and then all these 8s as well. And they're great looking books. Certainly 9.6s. But overall, I expect maybe we'll get, you know, 7 out of the 10. I wouldn't be surprised to get the 9.8, but at least 5, I would think. So now we have our last pile here, which is the last 8 books. And these are all definite 9.8s. They're either 9.8s now. Hold on while I go turn the press off. I'm working on my McFarlane Spider-Man run 9.8, possibly a pre-screen as well. Anyways, back to this. So, you know, 7 of them are the number 8s. These are definite 9.8s. There's like nothing on them. I mean, 1 or 2 defect books, literally. No borderline here. These are 100% 9.8s. One of these in here, I couldn't find anything. I'm not going to say it's a 9.9, but who knows? It could be. So yeah, they're all 18 of the books, I think, get 9.8. I think we might bet 500 on on buying these, and I'll put on the screen what getting half of these in 9.8 would look like, approximately. And so I think we did okay. Just without looking at the numbers, I think we did okay because slabbing each one would be 21. If we pre-screen and don't get it, we have to spend 8. You know, so if we get a certain number, what's our break-even point? Well, one of these, I think fair market value might be 60, 70 bucks. You know, and the cost would be something like 30 bucks on it. So, I mean, just one of these is $40 profit, and you do the math. So we could very well make $400 or $500 off of this, and these are easy. These are quick press books. I'll put them in there and press them for 2 hours, and they're ready to go. So I could literally do reasonably I have 2 presses. I could do 6 to 8 books a day. So in 3 days, I can have these books off to CGC, you know, and so very little labor involved in this. And so it's cool. You know, I could make, you know, 500 bucks for 7 hours of work, something like that. If I had to guess how much actual work I have to put into these, maybe not even that much. I'm not sure. Most of the time it's just sitting in the press over there. So yeah, I'm very, very happy about this. I'm going to start looking for these lots like this. I think I've seen lots of Spawn 1 as well. And you know, it's a gamble. You know, they could all come back 9.8s. They could all come to me in the mail. No chance. But you know what? We still have books. I mean, this book here potentially could be a 9.6, but it's certainly worth $2.50, right? I would think. So even if we sold these off for half of what, we still get some of our money back. So yeah. Owning a comic is always great. It doesn't matter what the condition is. They're still great. So stay tuned. I'll be submitting these off in the next couple weeks. So a couple months from now, you should be seeing a unboxing where I get these books out, and we'll revisit again what happened here, hopefully, if I remember to do that. And, you know, and we'll see. Was this a good submission? Was it a bad submission? Well, we'll find out. We'll have numbers very, very soon. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one.